Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2020 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport SEL in a V6 with 4Motion. This features LED headlights, LED running lights, all weather lights, alloy wheels, pure gray exterior on this one with Titan black leatherette interior. It does have those fake exhausts down at the bottom there, but it does come standard. The 5,000-pound tow hitch. As you look at that right there. Atlas badging right here on the back hatch. They changed the font on the Atlas name, and they also have the new Volkswagen logo. Those LED tail lights actually look great on this car. This also has a panoramic sunroof, keyless entry on all four doors, push button start, adaptive cruise control, navigation, Volkswagen's digital cockpit, panoramic sunshade with that sunroof, rain sensing wipers, lane assist, blind spot monitoring, and autonomous emergency braking. The front assist or autonomous emergency braking for the front also has pedestrian monitoring. Let's take a look inside. As you look at that Cross Sport badge right there on the door. Inside the car here, memory seats right here. You do also have lumbar support here. And then you do have forward and back, and then seat back as well. And it's beeping at me because the ignition is on, but this car comes with no gas in it, so I don't want to run it out of gas while I'm making a video. Here's a look at Volkswagen's digital cockpit right here. You do also have keyless entry, push button start, power door locks on the door here, power windows, one touch up, one touch down on those windows as that goes up. You do also have window locks right here, and then you have a remote trunk release down here. If I lift that up, that opens up the rear hatch, and then I can lift up on that button and it closes that rear hatch. Super nice that it does that. Now I can also change this display to where I can bring navigation up here on the screen. I'll show you that. And then using the view button right here, I can change that display. So there's widescreen, crop screen, and dial screen. I prefer the widescreen, so I leave that one up there. And also looks like the navigation SD card has had an update. There are things on here that weren't on the previous generation. Our parking lot looks like that now, so it didn't have any lines at all before. All the 2020s seem to be doing that. The steering wheel. Let's talk about the steering wheel. It's a leather wrap flat bottom steering wheel just like before, but it's an all new steering wheel. Now we have silver accents on the outside of the steering wheel here instead of the piano black finish of the 2019s and the generations before that. The new Volkswagen logo in the center. The layout, the mapping of the buttons is still the same, but they look different. So you still have cruise control up here, your resume set right here, along with your following distance, your plus and minus for setting that adaptive cruise control, and then your assist systems are also here. Speaking of those, you have lane assist, blind spot monitoring, rear traffic alert, and front assist, all standard on there. You're also going to have something called dynamic road sign display. That's what that little icon there is simulating there. And then you'll also have something called traffic jam assist. This will help you in low speed traffic. Also, up here, Apple Siri and Google Assistant voice button is all right here. So you have that standard. And then you also have your heated steering wheel button up here now instead of down here below the radio. The view button's in the same place. Your up, down, and left and right buttons for the mouse operation are all still right there. And it is still a telescoping steering wheel. So you can push it out, pull it in, raise it, lower it, wherever you need it. And then there's your coin box, just like the regular Atlas. Automatic headlight setting right there. Instead of fog lights over here, you now have something called all weather lights. You pull out on those and it's side lamps that actually light up your way along the way. Kind of like that cornering function that you had with fog lights, but now you have all weather lights. On this screen here, it's a nav screen as well. So I can bring up my navigation here, close it out. I can also do App Connect, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or MirrorLink right here using two USB ports that are down here at the base. Previous generations of Atlas only had one USB down there. They've now modified it where you have two. Also, wireless charging is right here. If you can see those little marks right there, that's for the wireless charger as well. So this is a little storage tray for your wireless phone. It will charge most phones. Also, I can't show you the backup camera because the ignition's off on the car. Actually, I'll start it for a quick second, and that way I can show you that rear view camera. There's a look at your rear view camera with trajectory steering. So that yellow line moves whichever way you turn the steering wheel, then the red line signifies where your bumper is, the green line signifies where you are headed if you go straight. Okay, also heated seats, both sides. You do also have the dual zone climate zone up here, and also you can do the touch screen up here as well. Turn on the climate control, and you can touch it here to raise the temperature, touch it on the blue side to lower it. It also has air care, just like the regular Atlas. Air care is going to be your air filtration system, where that little blue line expands to cover the entire cabin. That's super nice as well. Auto start stop button is still right there. Park, drive, reverse, your sport modes are all the same, just like regular Atlas. And then here is that electronic parking brake. As for the 4Motion, you have the snow setting. You also have your normal, sport, eco, and custom. And then you have off-road, and then off-road custom. Off-road custom, just like in the regular Atlas, gives you the ability to tweak how things respond and how things are set up. So you can do all that just by the push of a knob. I'll turn that back to the roadway. So also I can push down on this button, the mode button, and what that does is that's going to change the setting on the screen when I'm in a normal mode on the roadway, eco, normal, sport, or custom. It helps me save fingerprints on the screen if I don't want to touch it. Park pilot. This button here turns on that backup camera, as well as it gives you those park sensors at the front and rear of the car. I can also touch a side and bring up this guy right here, touch the front. I can also change what's displayed here. I can also do the trailer, parallel park, perpendicular park. I can do all kinds of different things here. It's pretty nice that you can do all that. Okay, leatherette seats. They're Titan black, fake leather or vinyl. Nice leatherette seats there. In this particular model here, you don't have a wood grain interior. You have a carbon fiber type finish up here with a little bit of silver trim. But you do also have that big glove box. 2 SD card readers in there. One for the navigation SD card and one for music or video. Also 4 SD card holders right there. A little bit of a stitched upgrade in the inset there. Gives them more of a premium feel, especially when they're using that white stitching. They use that on the seats, also on the armrest, and in the doors. Up ahead, or up above, you do have that panoramic sunroof with a power sunshade. There's a look at that giant panoramic sunroof, just like you have in the Atlas SEL. And this does stack on top of the back section with the pop-up windscreen here to cut down on wind noise. Doesn't eliminate it, but it cuts down on it quite effectively. And then all you have to do is close that. You do also have CarNet free for 5 years on this car. 5 years of free CarNet. Let's take a look at the back seat. This particular one comes in at $44,980. The extras on this one are going to be the monster mats and also a roadside assistance kit. As we take a look in the back seat here, lots of space back here. Turn on some lights here so you have that. Lots of leg room back here. I have at least 6 inches of knee space between me and the back of this seat here, and this is a carved seat, so it does actually adjust to knees. For the climate control in the back is just 2 vents here with a little storage spot, and then down below you got 2 USBs, and then you also have a 12-volt 3-prong plug-in right there. There's a look at that giant panoramic sunroof again. As we go around to the back, here's a look in the back. From the front, there's a look at your USB ports up top. Center console right there. Lots of storage in the back. You also get monster mats, roadside assistance kit, and an extra set of mats here for the cargo blocks that actually come with it. There's a new style of cargo blocks. Trunk light on the side, and you have an option for a cargo cover in the back. Below this floor right here, you do also have the spare tire right there, the jack apparatus, and all of that as well. As we close this up, there's a look at the LED tail lights on the back hatch. Nice looking car. This car comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty from Volkswagen. 2 years of free maintenance included in that. And if you buy from me at Bomarito St. Peter's, you got to ask for Reese. Make sure you ask for Reese. You'll get an additional year of free maintenance. So if you're interested in this car, please give me a call. 636-290-4257. 636-290-4257 on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Reese Sells Cars.